Welcome back guys to another GTA video, and as the title suggests, I am embarking on what is going to be Mission Impossible, and that is the elite challenges for the original Heists. It is probably one of the few things in the games that I have not completed, so we are going to kick things off at the beginning with the Fleeca Job. And the first thing that you do need to do is buy this apartment in Alta Street. This apartment is the closest one to Leicester's factory, which is the starting point for the heist finale. And the other important thing that you do need for these elite challenges is some friends to help you out that have the skills and experience to get this one done. So for the Fleeca Job here, I've got Dimples and Nick back helping me out. And then the final thing that you will need is a lot of patience, because you will need a lot of practice runs on this one, as you can see here. So I'll fail on the hack, although the failing the hack doesn't actually fail the elite challenge, but it does cost you time restarting it. As you can see, we've got a 542 there. Even all these little bumps, not getting through the police barricades, they all impacted time, as well as the cargo block just not the play ball at all. Some of the most frustrating parts of completing this finale is just the RNG, and here's a good bit here. Normally the hack would come up straight away, but third attempt and then it finally came up. And the other part is just the NPC traffic as well as the cops here. Sometimes the barricades are a bit closer together, sometimes they allow you a decent enough gap. Here's some more NPC mayhem here. We just decided to call it a day at the end of this one here and retry from that point, but on the next run we get the exact same thing. And the way that the time is set out for this elite challenge, you do need to complete it in 5 minutes 20. You need to be precise on every single aspect of what you're doing during this heist. And as you can see, that 525 was just mainly down to those 3 bumps that we had. But once again, we're back with this bug here that doesn't load in the hack straight away, and then just a slight tap that throws us for that run there. And as you can see at the next barricade, there's actually a massive gap there because that cop came through. Out of the 10 or 12 runs that I had on this, that was the first time I'd seen that. And this one was just spectacular. Didn't want to pick us up, had a wee half-hearted attempt, and then just thought no chance. But we did finally get there with this run here. And I think this run just shows you how precise you do need to be on every aspect. So starting off, the timer starts straight away as soon as you come out the apartment, and you do need one person to have an HSW vehicle, preferably the Fleeca Job, for this drive from the apartment all the way to Leicester's factory. That first right-hander can be taken full speed in the Fleeca Job, but once you get to this junction here, obviously you do need some heavy braking in round the corner. Now you don't want to go directly to the yellow marker, just go to the side of it where it will pick it up, and then it's on and into the car. Now I am doing the hacking and drilling on this run, so it's just a case of waiting until you get round the corner here and onto the bridge. Now driver, you do want to be hitting the curbs as much as possible to give you a slight boost, and do stick to the yellow line on the minimap for the route to the Fleeca Bank. Whoever is driving does need to be an experienced driver to be able to react to any of the NPC shenanigans that goes on, as well as maintaining as much speed as they can in getting to the Fleeca Bank. As for the hacking side of things, as you saw, when the phone came up it loaded in the hack straight away, so there was no delay there, and it is just a matter of using your D-pad to negotiate the snake around the circuit board to the other side. Now it's not imperative that you take the straightest line there, and if you don't feel comfortable taking that little gap, certainly do go around the slightly longer way. It won't have that much of an impact on your overall time completing the hack, as if you do complete it first time without any fails, you will complete it before you reach the bank itself. And if you do fail a hack, you want the fail to be as early as possible so as you can reset it as quickly as possible. if you fail the hack at any point after the third or fourth turn in the circuit board, I would just reset, because you will not have enough time to complete the hacking program itself. And of course, if you do have more than one fail, it is not worthwhile completing the finale, just reset. But as you can see, completed all 3 hacks, and once we get back to the main screen, as you can see, we are still quite a bit away from the bank, so you do have around about 5 or 6 seconds if you do have a fail just to hit that reset. But once you're at the bank, be prepared to pull out your phone and go down to the bottom right icon to activate it. Once you've activated the hacking device, you're spamming left on the D-pad after the cutscene to put on your mask and then get out the car and into the bank. The driver is then going to reposition the car right next to the doors before coming into the bank, but the driller is getting into it, and as soon as you get to there, you're spamming right in the D-pad so as it brings up the cutscene to start the drilling. Now the drilling itself, it can be awkward, but once you get into the drilling scene, you are want to hold that R2 button, do not let it go, and the control is all on the left toggle. So what you want to do is push that left toggle about halfway forward and just hold it there. If the drill bit gets too red, it means you're pushing it too hard and it will jam up. And after each pin that you break through, let go of the left toggle just for a second and then push it back forward just to give the drill a break from overheating. If you don't pull back after each pin, the drill will overheat. Now at this point, it is just getting out the bank as soon as possible. Now your driver should already be in the car now. They will have had a signal to tell them that you've completed it, and they should be waiting for you with the engine running, ready to go. At this point, it is then all on the driver to get you to the finishing point, and they do need to avoid these oncoming police cars, which are not difficult, they don't come directly at you, and the 3 barricades. Now the first part, we get extremely lucky here with a nice gap through that one, but you can take it on the left hand side going up in the curb. Same with this one, the left hand side of all the cars around the lay-by area, and then the third one, which doesn't have any gaps at all, so you're just picking in between one of the gaps here and going for it. You are down to luck on how good a bounce you get or how quickly you can get through that, and we got fairly good luck on that one. Now one of the aspects of the Elite Challenge is the 6% damage to the Kuruma. You don't need to worry too much about that one, as the Kuruma is fairly well built. And then the final bit of luck that you do need is getting that first time hookup to the cargo bob. And as you heard from the quick flick of the in-game audio there, I did enjoy that one. It's then just a nail bite and wait until you get that timer pop up.
First time that wasn't bad. Just don't get clingy.
That most certainly wasn't my first time, Lester. But I don't think there was much we could have improved upon on that run, maybe apart from the turn in with the Akutsu drag into Lester's factory. It was otherwise almost perfect. And here we go with the time. There it's there, 5 minutes 17 and 5% damage, and of course nobody got wasted. So that was the Elite Challenge completed for the Fleeca Job. And once you leave Tequila Live, you should get the pop-up just to confirm for the career progress that that one counted. And there it is there. So let's just jump in and have a look at the career progress for the original heists. And as you can see, I've completed all of the first 3 tiers and only 2 left on tier 4, which is the 50 million total and the 5 elite challenges. So it will be Prison Break next. And I'm not going to give you a time frame on that one, but as you can see, I have already completed the Criminal Mastermind challenge and I have got a playlist on that. I'll leave a link to that in the description if you've not seen it already. But there you have it guys, that is everything from Dimples and myself for today. Huge shout out and thanks to both Dimples and Nick for the help through this one. But if you did enjoy today's video or find it useful, do leave a like, and if you are new here, why not consider subscribing. Thanks again for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.